Ladies and gents, and this is why you should never trust the Germans. Victoria 2 by the channel iSorrowproductions. Victoria 2 is back, and this time the game has no flaws and the Germans are a peaceful sausage eating people. Yeah. So around the Victorian times where this game take place, apparently, yeah, it would have been a good thumb rule to not trust Germans, because what happens afterwards? Germans was the primary, I guess, primary force, if not the only force, of one of the parties of the World War I, right? Two opposing parties. One side there was Germany, Austria, things like that, but Germany was the only powerhouse that was doing all the heavy lifting from that side. So yeah, World War II, obviously Germans. Come on. So yeah, there was two world wars, and both of them Germany was kind of at the center of it. So yeah, around the Victorian times, that's a good thumb rule to go with, I guess. So yeah, Victoria 2 is a great game with Paradox Games, I guess. I changed the playlist name to Paradox Games Reaction List or whatever, because now it's not just Hearts of Iron 4, it's Victoria 2, Hearts of Iron 4. There's also CK3 apparently, and there's also another game. People tell me that's even before Victoria 2, which I haven't reacted to yet. I'm gonna. So yeah, let's watch this. Remember, we'll flag my reaction. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the reaction. There's a link in the description. There you'll find also playlist, like I said, Paradox Games reaction list with all the reaction to videos like this. And yeah, let's do this one.
Hey everybody, it's me. I subscribe to iSorrowproductions and hit that like button now, or else I'll leave you and never come back. Just like your father. I mean, you guys kept joking about it, but think about it. 400k subscribers and I play cool math games, aka Victoria 3. Honestly, basically the same thing. There's still so many different countries we can play in Victoria 2, but one that I think we should get out of the way pretty soon is, Afghanistan. Oh, Prussia. I mean, I personally would have been fine with Afghanistan, but I know the demand is just not quite there for me to play Afghanistan just yet, is it? Unlike cool math games, which is still haunting me to this day. Things are going well in Prussia. Can you tell? Oh, you know what they say, when you need to take over the entire world, it's time to tax the poor. I've got a big question here. Why exactly?
So I guess when you raise the bar full, when you tax the rich like that, that's just full and how much you can tax as the full level. So even full doesn't mean 100% tax. It just could mean like 30% of tax, something like that, right? Because I said, one of the videos I said that like it's socialism. Somebody said in the comment like no, it's not the 100% tax. It's the 100% that you can tax, which is like 30 or so percent. I guess that makes sense.
Is America trying to take away my German sphere? What the hell, dude? Alexa, this is so sad. Can we throw 500 hamburgers into the sea? There you go, there's millions of people saved and 2 world wars out the window. Now the goddamn Turkish, they're trying to steal my goddamn sphere. Britain, I feel like you didn't need my help in this war, but I'm just gonna be the kind soul that I am and help you take down the Indians. No idea how I'm gonna get there though. I really can't be bothered dealing with all the sphering, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take Austria out right now on my own and not have to deal with it. People say Prussia is nothing but a militaristic state looking to take over the world. Jeez. Now how do we harvest this power and kill the Austrians? Oh hey, welcome to Victoria 2.
Come on, man. Really, people don't know the contribution of German people to science? Really? I mean, I'm pretty sure it's well known. There's a reason as soon as Germany was formed, it was the cultural hub of the world, because the things were already there. Root was already there, right?
Here's your complimentary fist in the anus! The one place I could actually see a narco-liberal spawning is probably Krakow, TBH. It's basically Battle Royale down there, I imagine. Ah, look! More land where Jacobin rebels can rise up and constantly try to kill me. Technically, it's not an illegal war if the country you're at war with doesn't even exist. I wasn't even going to do any, colonizing this game, but just the idea of Danish Madras is really putting me off that idea. Oh, look, I can form the North German Confederation. It's not going to fix any of my problems, though. My favorite German tradition, beating up the Austrians. Later on, we switched that with the French. Just the usual peace conference, admit hegemony, Dutch Sumatra, Dutch West Java, Dutch East Java.
Yeah, only if only if they have said the same thing in World War I, right? Germans, Prussians, whatever. Like, Austria, we need your help. No! Handle your own shit.
The Banat Republic. banana! Oh, damn. Kind of went over my infamy limit with that war just a little bit. Hold on, we're going to have to release someone. There you go. We'll just go ahead and release the Faroe Islands. See you around. Where the hell do you get off on just existing? So Poland's currently in a war to try and break free from Russia, and their first thought of business is to revolt. Yeah, they're in their own little revolt right now. So revolt in a revolt. I don't think that's going to stop the Russian army, though. Speaking of revolts, I have countless of them. At this point, I've killed literally hundreds of thousands of my own people, and they just don't seem to be getting the picture. Tell you what, though, why don't we just quickly go ahead?
I guess that's the trend, right? Throughout the history, whenever I guess there is a crisis happening, like, you know, massive scale crisis, you're part of war or something, that's when the revolt happened, because it kind of makes sense, right? You are under crisis, you're under lots of pressure. This is the time to, I guess, do a revolt if you're going to do one, because this is the time you can be successful since there's lots of pressure, right?
Take Alsace-Lorraine and we'll see how the rebels feel after that. Surely they won't still be angry. I'm sorry, Mr. Tucular Empire, but you honestly have no right to exist in your current form. This is so much fun. Why do you hate me so much? Because of the countless Jacobin rise-ups, I now have 4 liberal parties, although technically one of them are anarcho-liberals. I feel like we don't need this many. That's some good news. Look, we found an Egyptian tomb. That's a nice bit of history there. Also, yeah, constant state of revolt still. Well, might as well go form Germany. Not that that's really going to help with, you know, anything. I'm sorry, we're currently focusing on stabilizing the Balkans when we can't even stabilize our own goddamn country. Could be worse though. Could be these borders down here in Central Asia. Oh, what caused this giant war between you and Russia, you might ask? Well, guess what, guys? The Dutch tried to declare war on Akir, which was in my sphere of influence, so we decided to settle the small colonial issue by killing hundreds of thousands of soldiers. Yeah, I stole Cuba, and then I realized I'm never going to use it. Put me out of my misery. I don't even know how you managed to form in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, before the Great War, let's just say around this time, Victorian times and late Victorian times, basically, in the 19th century, right? Yeah. Around that time, there was lots of colonialism going, right, around the world. Lots of European countries owned lots of Asian countries and African countries. And the certain people's interests were aligned, so there were groups already. So, I mean, it's not that far-fetched to think that World War I was inevitable, right? Anything could have set off just like it did. One assassination just triggered it, right? Because one conflict happened in like what, Southeast, Asia or something, right? Some conflict happened there in Indonesia or something. German Empire, British Empire, Russian Empire, anything can get involved, and the war starts in Europe now because something happened in Southeast Asia. Because everything was owned by Europeans. So you can already see how there can be a massive conflict.
You don't have Tuscany. I don't think I even want to help you here. Now, you might think this looks bad, but it could be a lot worse. Never mind. It's pretty bad. That's what we needed. More militant socialists. Well, there you go. The king's dead, and now we are a republic with a socialist government. Yay. Also, yeah, Italy lost their war to Tuscany, so, it's just looking real good down here, isn't it? So the socialists got voted out of government in the democracy they set up, and then they immediately rised up when they got voted out. Why do I get the feeling this is going to be an endless loop? Oh my god.
Democracy, as far as it works for me.
God! Luxembourg just invented communism, so I guess eventually we're going to probably end up communist too. Completely forgot I even took Iceland from Denmark, so yeah, sure, you can be free. How'd you look at that? We're socialists again. How long before they get voted out by the liberals and then they just rise back up? I currently have the modifier on national confusion, and yeah, you're not the only one. Now, how long before we get taken out by the socialists again? So this boat here left the Republic of Germany to go take Africa, and the time it took them to get to their destination, I turned communist. Yeah, also when I turned communist, I got a decision. Just gonna ignore that one. Oh my god. It's never gonna end! Lee, I know you got some of your land back, but I think you're missing a bit. You know what? You're right, viewer. I haven't been to war with Austria in a good while. Perfection. I haven't really had the time to go over and take some land off of China because of the whole revolts happening, but I'm finally getting round to it now. You can all, calm down. I'm gonna do it, I'm doing it right now. God, stop being in my face about it. Russia just invented the Great War, and yeah, Germany doesn't do too well in those. Oh, Italy went communist too. That's pretty cool. It's my only a communist. Never mind. They already got revolts to go back to socialism. So I'm probably not going to leave all these wars in, but all the time, France just keeps declaring war on me because they have a never-ending core on Alsace-Lorraine, and every time I absolutely stomp them. I just got a free cancer's belly to install communism in Krakow. I think you need to calm down there, Krakow. I'm just trying to install a communist government in you. I was kind of hoping Russia would have joined this war to save Krakow since they're in their sphere, but they never did, therefore we never get that world war I've been waiting for so long. Well, Krakow's communist now, and I guess I'll have to get my world war another way. Oh, there you go. That'll do it. I just declared war on Russia. So, the Great War's here. It's me and America versus Britain and Russia. Oh, thanks, Mr. Faroe Islands. Of course, I'll accept your alliance any day. Destroyed all.
Yeah, so right out the bat, everything's gone to shit. All the alliances are weird. Yeah, every time this game brings out some kind of an alternate history.
Of Russia's armies, and now the only ones helping them are Jodhpur and Afghanistan. This is the last line of defense for Russia. There's 15,000 Afghanistan troops sieging down Sweden. Well, that's the World War over with. I didn't even have to invade any of Britain. I just had to siege out Russia, and I got 100%. So, now that was a kind of disappointing war, actually. Now, the question is, how many of these British colonies am I actually going to get out of this? Actually, hold the phone. Krakow currently has 12 fascist regiments trying to rise up. Gonna have to put those down. Oh, DBH actually managed to get quite a few British colonies, but, you know, more importantly than German Africa is Romania and Sudan. Bad thing about being communist, don't have any of those capitalists around, and they
Look at how much Africa Germany owns. That's a lot of land, right? Africa's way too big on a map. Map it's shrunken down. In reality, Africa's way too big that it can fit almost all the continents and countries, shit like that. So that portion of Africa is humongous that Germany owns now.
really love to build railroads. Fortunately, they're all dead, so I have to build them myself. It's giving me RSI. I didn't even realize, but Sweden got the majority of India. Don't know why they didn't get all of it, but what the hell? An unlikely alliance, I know, but Japan and the Ottomans are apparently best friends, and they're trying to take down Korea, but the bad thing is that they've been at war for like, I don't know, 5 years now, and they've still yet to take Korea. I mean, you didn't know this, played Victoria 2 before, but you always support Serbia, because Serbia are strong. Oh no, it's World War II over East Galicia. Yeah, I feel like calling that a Great War is just a bit over the top, TBH. I just realized with my sphere of influence, I just kind of accidentally...
Look, the Great War was called Great War for, like I said, that particular reason. Because everything was kind of, boiling up everywhere, right? Because everybody's interests were kind of conflicting. So everybody was just kind of, expecting that there's some kind of a spark will just start a massive war that nobody has seen. People are kind of already were seeing that because Germany, Britain, and all the, massive powers had this conflicting thing in Africa, Asia, right? I mean, it was inevitable, right? I've seen all the history of basically World War I, before World War I, and around that. This is the idea it gives me, that it was boiling up anyway. If it didn't happen because of the assassination, it would have happened just a few months after or a year after because of something else. It was Great War because everybody was tied to each other, and of course, as soon as the war started, every major countries and all the colonies would have joined in. That's why it was a Great War. In this game, few major power joins up, then other major power joins up. Even though the war is not everywhere, it's called Great War. No, that's you don't call that Great War.
Created 1940s Germany. I don't know why Puerto Rico wants military access from me, but honestly, who is to judge? Malta wants an alliance with me. What the hell? I didn't even know Malta exists. Oh. They're also a narco-liberal. Ooh, I don't know if I should be worried about this at all. So yeah, I declared war on Sweden just because that whole Swedish-India thing's just a bit... It's throwing me off a little bit. And I realised if I get another great power on my side, we can start the Third World War already. Although saying that, I'm allied to Ireland and they just dropped 68,000 Irish men in Sweden. Oh, there you go. World War III, right around the corner. So, Greece is in this war against me, in the World War, the Third World War to be precise, and I realised in the peace conference here that, you know, Hungary's added some stuff, but if I add war gold, the only thing I can add for free is... So, since America's the other great power in this war, I was kind of hoping I wouldn't have to invade them. I haven't called Canada in yet, because if you just follow me down the coast here, it looks like they've mobilized literally everyone in the country. Never mind, apparently Sweden is the war leader, not America. Wait a second. Oh, Sweden, I love you. You just completely sold out America. Oh, you know, also, after that war, the French declared war on me. For the 4th time to retake Alsace-Lorraine. 4 times! Also, Ireland owns Ethiopia.
Of course, French got war against Germany. There's nothing new there, right? France versus Germany, France versus UK, and shit just continues. That's what has been happening for past millennia or something. Way too many wars, so nothing new there. Sweden thing is kind of surprising. I like how this game basically, creates this kind of a weird arc that's just like, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I love reacting to these games like this because I love history, right? And these games basically creates this kind of an alternate timeline where certain things happen. And best things about these games is it's not just about war, right? It's about running an empire. There's also, you made discovery here, you found this tomb in Egypt, this and that, which basically gives you world standing. There's also politics involved, which is awesome. Right, people, that was why you should never trust the Germans. Victoria 2 by the channel iSorrowproductions. If you like my reaction, don't forget to subscribe, check out the playlist I created for Paradox Games reactions, and yeah, I'll see you next time.